Everyone keeps talking about the AI era like it's just beginning. You see it everywhere. The breathless headlines, the endless social media posts, the feeling that if you're not using it, you're already falling behind. They call it a new dawn, a revolution that will change everything. But I think the public AI boom, the one filling our feeds with hype and wonder, may end much sooner than people expect. This isn't about AI disappearing, far from it. It's about it changing, maturing, and fading from the spotlight into the background, becoming a quiet, essential utility. Think about a major tech keynote. Just a few years ago, the air was electric with possibility. A CEO stood on a stage and told the world, "We are reimagining all our core products with generative AI." The message was clear. A new, powerful force was about to be unleashed everywhere. It was a declaration of intent, a promise of a future that felt just around the corner. Now, fast forward to today, 2026. The same CEO, on the same stage, delivers a vastly different message. The tone is more measured, the promises more grounded. We are now in the part of the AI cycle where people want to see the value in the products they use every day. This is a massive shift. It's a move away from the grand promises of what AI could do, toward the harder, more practical question of what AI doing. Is it saving time? Is it improving accuracy? Is it creating tangible business outcomes? The magic show is over, and now it's time to show the receipts. If a car maker hyped a brand new engine, then years later said, "Now people want to see value," you'd question if the engine ever really delivered on its initial promise. This is where we are with AI. The novelty has worn off. The initial thrill is giving way to the hard work of proving its worth, day in and day out. And that shift from spectacle to substance is what closes the hype era and opens the door to something far more interesting: the age of practical, invisible, and truly useful AI. The second, and maybe bigger reason. This cools down. The financial clock is ticking. Loudly. It's a countdown from speculative investment to proven return, and the alarm is starting to go off in boardrooms everywhere. Running these powerful models is astonishingly expensive. I'm not talking about $20 a month for a chatbot. That's just the tip of the iceberg, designed to get us comfortable with the technology. I'm talking about the real cost: sprawling cloud infrastructure, hyper-specialized chips that are in constant demand, and an immense, unceasing thirst for electricity. This isn't cheap software you can license and forget. It's capital-intensive hardware, at a global scale. The bills are coming due, and they're massive. For a while, teams were told, "Use the AI APIs, hit your token goals, don't worry about the cost." The belief was simple: faster work equals better products equals more money. A virtuous cycle. Then came the eye-watering overages and blown annual budgets in a matter of months. These numbers don't sustain themselves without a clear, quantifiable return. Productivity boosts? Sure. We often see 10 to 20% gains on specific tasks. That's helpful, but it's not always enough to justify millions per month in compute spend. And the broader data backs this up. A recent McKinsey study found that while AI adoption is widespread, the impact on earnings is often small. In fact, only 39% of companies saw an enterprise-level profit impact from their AI initiatives. Many projects died after the proof-of-concept stage, hobbled by poor data, weak controls, and relentlessly rising costs. The hype must turn into return, fast. When a senior leader at NVIDIA says that for some tasks, the compute can cost more than an employee, we should listen. It means in many cases, it's still cheaper to hire a person than to run the model that automates their job. If the fundamental economics don't work, the revolution stalls. Now, the conversation is all about ruthless ROI. The only questions that matter are, does it save money, make money, or meaningfully reduce risk? If the answer is no, the project is over. So, how does the AI era actually end? It's a question on everyone's mind, but the answer isn't what you might expect. There won't be a dramatic crash or a sudden bust. AI is here to stay, woven into the fabric of our digital lives. Instead, the boom, the frantic gold rush phase, ends quietly. It fades out in three distinct, overlapping ways. First, the label AI-powered becomes meaningless. It's a victim of its own success. When every app has it, no one can use it as a unique selling point. It becomes an expected, invisible utility, like the internet in your banking app or electricity in a toaster. You don't advertise it, you just assume it's there. We stop applauding the simple existence of helpers and start judging tools by how well they actually help. The sticker fades, and that's a healthy, necessary step toward maturity. Second, the vast majority of weak AI products will die off. We're talking about the generic wrappers, the gimmicky tools, and the messy enterprise pilots that never delivered. These are the thin UIs sitting on top of someone else's model, with no unique data, no real integration, and no defensible value. They're clunky, unreliable, and only marginally useful. The novelty wears off fast when the results don't justify the cost or the hassle. The hard questions finally get answered. How do you save me money, make me money, or meaningfully reduce my risk? By 2027, a wave of consolidation will hit, and countless pilots will be canceled. Only the strongest, most integrated, and most valuable apps will survive this great filtering. It will be painful for many, but ultimately, it's a healthy pruning of the ecosystem. Third, AI becomes boring infrastructure, run by a handful of powerful mega companies. Think OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, NVIDIA, xAI, a short, powerful list of foundational model providers who own the core technology stack. It's a familiar pattern. We saw it with operating systems and smartphones. Many contenders enter the ring, but eventually, a few dominant platforms run the show. The intelligence simply hums in the background of search, email, and spreadsheets, unseen and unheard. The experience shifts from, "Wow, AI wrote this," to simply, "I'm writing, and now I'm done." It's about flow, not fanfare. The end of the boom comes not with a bang, but with a quiet, productive hum. The hype recedes, and true, lasting utility begins.